Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian, he said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Didn't want that lot getting wind of it, especially my father. You know, I've been asking myself the same thing. I hoped that if he saw me, he might feel something again. But I guess I don't really factor in at this point. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is, and if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe, somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything, but the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was very cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time too. Any ideas? Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the castle courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there. But it's worth a look. Trust me. I lived here for a very long time, and I know every nook and cranny. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies to the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exists there. I think that's our way in. Come on, it's just around the side. Yes? What did you need? Hey, So far, I think. Thanks. Yeah, actually. No one's ever been so genuine with me. At least, in a while. I was lonely most of my childhood. My mother, at least for a time, was the only friend I really had. And then that prophecy came along. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. No, not really. For now, at least. This is getting a little awkward. I think I have a sudden urge to feed on something. Gods, I am a terrible liar. Alright, I have to say it now. Here goes. I've come to really care about you. I just wanted you to know that. I'm glad to hear that. Let's get going then.
This should be good.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I have a letter here for you. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers.
Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I was just thinking about a book I read once. It was by a scholar named Aryo of Ellen. He supposedly found a way to create a sentient encyclopedia, if books could even think for themselves. Isn't our soul what makes us sentient? Not like dull automatons or zombies. Or perhaps it's something else. Or a combination of things. Just some food for thought. Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. Those poor sods don't even have a wall.
Oh, that sucks.
The city is under attack. Get inside and bar the door until the fight is over. We are also looking for volunteers. If you are willing to aid us in this battle, you shall be generously rewarded. What will you do, citizen? Will you volunteer, or will you stay?
Yeah.
Fear not. You'll take care of your own, and we'll take care of theirs.
Need a blade? You should talk to
We'll pay
Adrian
whatever
at the
it
forge.
takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask
Nope.
Yorland
Sorry.
Greymane for help?
Nothing.
Please stay away while you
Then
get
I
that
need a
spell on
Ulfric
you.
Stormcloak.
Nah.
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
With answers comes knowledge. But with knowledge
I'm a bard by trade.
comes ignorance.
Perhaps you've heard of me.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some... I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all burnt up in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Dexion said something about that scroll. What was it? Something to do with dragons, I think. Maybe we should try asking at the College of Winterhold. Sounds like something they'd know about.
Do be careful with that spell, will you?
Foolish old woman.
Do be careful with that spell, will you?
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son, What of Thorald? Is he nothing?
Would you mind
So
dousing
don't
that
talk
magic?
to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss,
Keep your
the better.
distance.
I will never accept his
If
death.
you were getting them from
My
farm,
son still
they'd be
lives. I
twice as
feel it
fresh.
in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he?
Those green
Where are
apples
you
sold
holding
me
my
for
Thorald?
were
Fresh
delicious.
from the wilds.
Do you
Aren't they?
believe this
I always set
old
some aside for
hag
myself when the traders bring them up from the south.
holding him?
I'm sure
Why,
you could charge
I've
double
got
for
him
those
in my
and still sell them all
cellar.
within a week.
He's my prisoner.
right. I'll have
Face
to
it,
remember
Cow.
that the next time I get
Your
a shipment
stupid
in.
son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you
Tired of
best
bread and
keep
stew?
your mouth shut
Had
before
enough of
you
fish
suffer
and
the
fowl?
same.
Treat yourself and your kin
Come
to
on,
a choice
Father.
cut of
There's
steak
nothing more to
or
be
a
said
tender rack
here.
of ribs.
You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that.
How goes the begging today, Brenuin?
That's right.
The
Mop
finest
the town
cuts,
beggar
fresh
like
from the
everyone
wilds.
else. But I've got a right to browse, don't I?
You're asking for
need
trouble walking around with
trinkets for
dangerous
the
magic
old
like that.
lady,
I don't want your stink
all
driving my
crafted
customers
by the
away.
great Aeorn
How did that
God
kettle
smile
get
on
there?
you who show charity. Best you remember that.
That's funny. That kettle. I don't think that kettle was there before.
Careful if you cross the river to
Are
the
you
east.
still working at the Bannered Mare? in
Old
the
Hajva
evenings, Ophelia?
Ironhand and his brigands
And
are
why
holed up in
shouldn't
that
I?
cave. White
Just
River
because
Watch.
I'm a Greymane doesn't mean I can't earn my own keep.
You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that.
You keep your distance with that magic.
Would you mind dousing that magic?
Yes? What did you need? By the divines. I just realized. I've been casting the usual drain life and ice spike spells so much. You must think my exceptionalism in magicka is, well, laughable. Well, I'll prove that I did learn more than 3 spells in the last 1,000 years. The essentials like Candlelight, Oak Flesh, some conjuration spells like Flame Atronach, and even some healing spells. If I haven't been casting them now, I'll cast them more. I have, actually. And if I wasn't an adventurer now, I would probably be running a shop or two. Maybe even a conglomerate, if the divines would permit. Ever since I was a child back on the island, I'd particularly be interested in the merchants that would come to our castle every now and then. Of course, these were weird merchants, to say the least, with peculiar and eccentric collections. These vendors make even Bellathor look weird. My father was kind of into those things, though. I mean, it wasn't anything particularly weird for someone who fancied himself as vampire royalty, and who also was a staunch Daedra worshipper. Point is, there was just something in how these men sold and marketed their products. Kinda made me interested in the whole shopkeeping thing. Weird shopkeeping things, but still.
Well, one of us has
Yes?
to do something.
What did you need?
I said no. No adventures, no
Hey there.
theatrics,
I have a
no
little
thief
something
chasing.
for you.
Well, what are you
Good
going
afternoon.
to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Hmm? Yes?
Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back.
Yes?
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
The sooner you find the claw, some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
I suppose I could always join the army. Oh, who am I kidding? I'll be laughed out of there in a week.
I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one. This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. Well, it's a winding road up the mountain just ahead. You'll know you're in the right place once you spot the old watchtower. Once you get to the tower, head north. Bleak Falls Barrow should be just around the corner further up.
Okay.
Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
Yes? What did you... Oh? What is it? Oh? What is it? I have, actually. Have you ever read The Herbalist's Guide to Skyrim? Oh, well, then you should. It's a reference for all things alchemical in the land of Skyrim. Well, at least most of the big ones. Jazbay, Bleeding Crown, Nirnroot, Deathbell. So many different types of ingredients and properties. It's truly fascinating. The illustrations are so vivid, and pretty accurate, too. Forgive me, I get carried away when I talk about these things. I read it after you brought me back home for the first time. The castle certainly hasn't aged well, but at least someone's been updating our family library. This book was on my rather long reading list, because, you know, I only have 1,000 years worth of catching up to do. Both fun and not fun. Even for a bookworm such as myself, this was quite overwhelming.
Are you secretly Twilight in disguise?
Well, you asked for it. Now that's a magic moment.
No, that's funny. Nope.
Are you all right? Now that's a magic moment. Yes? What did you need? I was just thinking about some alchemical principles. Comprehension, destruction, and reconstruction. You first need to understand the structure of what you're trying to transmute. Like what wheat is made out of, and how those properties fit into making a health potion. Then there's deconstruction. You break down the wheat into a more malleable state along with the other ingredients. Finally, there's reconstruction. You use the energy and materials created from the deconstruction to make what you're trying to make, like the health potion. You have my back.
Come here.
Baismir, you'll pay for that.
Are you okay? Just stay close and you'll...
Yeah.
Tell you what, you start running, I'll stab you in the back.
We won't lose to someone like you.
Come on! Can't wait to count out your coin.
These are some tough opponents. Keep your guard up.
Die, damn you!
Good night. Never saw anything like this back on the island. I'm so glad I left that place.
I'll kill you!
You can try, but you're not gonna succeed.
God, no!
Ha! Oh, wow.
Fighting a daughter of Cold Harbor. Well, you've made a big mistake.
Is that the best you can do? Now ain't this a surprise?
You're not getting the best of me.
I'll spin you alive.
Mercy! This isn't over.
Let's see how you like
Tell you
this.
what, you start running so I can stab you in the back. That's it? That's your best?
Let's see how you like this. Stay away from her.
Do your worst!
I cannot best you.
Are you prepared to die?
You're not getting the best of me.
Swear I'll kill you.
Do you honestly think you stand a chance? Done and done.
Yes. I took your resurrected mount. She freaking revived a horse. You can, if you interact with it, I think depending on the mod, if or not, you can actually ride horses that you revive with necromancy. Yeah, and then it acts like a normal horse and just kind of walks away.
Yes? What did you need? Now isn't really a good time.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
Before we do that, we need to go pick something up.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
What was that? Time to end this little game.
That's all you've got?
I'll have your head!
Let's see how you like this.
You're as good as dead!
Are you alright? I have to admit, I'm impressed.
Oh? What is it? Do you need something? So, this must be Bleak Falls Barrow.
I like what they've done with the place. It's well lit, but decrepit, dusty, and webby. Kind of like the castle, actually. Though, I think the Draugr might one day benefit from some janitorial duties. I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I be? It's a Nordic ruin, an old burial tomb with some enfeebled undead walking about. And maybe some bandits, but no big deal. This may be one of your first trips to places like these, but not for me. I've been to these kinds of ruins before, back in my own time. And the Draugr were gullible, to say the least. Meaning, they're kind of stupid, and easy to deal with. Still though, let's keep our guard up. While I am lax, it's never a good idea not to stay focused on a dungeon crawl. So, let's move, and find us that... whatever it is.
Okay.
What was that?
Found you!
Alright, let's do this.
You did. You resurrected a skeever. That's funny.
Is someone there?
Maybe.
Time to end this little game.
You have my back, and I'll have yours.
Enough! This ends now!
This isn't your day.
That's your best, huh?
Heal up if you can. We may be in for more trouble. I'm glad you're here. Growing up back on the island, I barely left the castle. Most of my knowledge from the outside world came from books. However, most of even that is sadly out of date, by at least several centuries. Talk about a fish out of water. That's why I need you to show me around this wonderful land. Be a good guide for this old relic.
Yeah.
Who's there? Kill it! Keep it away from me! Get it away from me! Get it away! Kill it! Kill it! Get it away from me! Get it away!
Good night.
Tough day for you.
Good night.
Do you need something?
Get me out of here!
Aw, you're sweet. I'll take you up on that offer after we finish up here.
Help me!
Okay.
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up. Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Sweet breath of Arcade, thank you.
Yes?
Stay close to me. We'll take them on together. Do you honestly think you stand a chance? Time to end this. That'll teach you. Oh, you're dead. This won't end well for you. How many of them are there? That'll teach you. Now that's a magic moment.
So, what do you want to talk about? Honestly, I've thought about using illusion magic to make me seem more alive. I just want people to see me as more of an admissible human, not a daughter of Cold Harbor. At least I don't have to worry about that around you. You accept me for who I am, and for that, I am grateful.
You're welcome, hon. Come
What
on.
a good swit. Good thing he got what was coming to him.
Yeah.
Did you even see them coming? Never mind. Let's do this.
Good night. Now that's a magic moment.
What have you got. Come at me. You did pretty good out there. Nice work.
Oh, great.
Are you alright? You don't look so good. Looks like we're on the right track. That ancient treasure, or whatever you call it, might be nearby. Come on, let's move.